All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Okakwadash. Also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to the Lord's hopeful elect. Hey, back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and fair use, fair use. Came across a video of your boy MJ, Michael Jordan, man, and I've always, through the spirit, since I've been in this truth at least, had a problem with anybody of our nation that's famous, rich, or whatever you call it, that isn't serving Yahweh Bahashim Shah to the best of our knowledge, because we really don't know, but, you know, we discern things through the spirit. So I've always kind of not like rich people, celebrities and things, and MJ is one of the most richest, famous Israelites of our nation, man. But I came across this little interview that he had recently, and I can just see in his countenance, and you can discern the spirit, man. He just seems so sad, He looks like he's getting ready to, what I'm saying? Look, I mean, of course, dude's older. That prime of his life is gone. Obviously, Akim are going through that physically, coming out that prime of their life and having to deal with aging, which us noticing all these things, why would we want to stay here? You know what I mean? So I'll let it play and then I'll talk some more about it.
Really do not have for family. That's what I have. It's amazing. You never really know when you're in the prime of your career how much time you really do not have for family. That's what I have time to do now. I mean, the most valuable asset I have is time. Right. So that's probably why you don't see enough of me, because that time I'm trying to spend with family members and things that I've been missing out on for such a long time.
Do you ever pick up a ball and just shoot?
I haven't picked up a ball in years.
No, come on. Just like walk past. There's got to be a hoop somewhere at your place.
You don't see a hoop anywhere around here, right?
I don't.
All right, man. And then, I mean, if you just have a ounce of discernment, man, you can tell MJ's serious about that, man. This man is one of the, if not the greatest basketball player of all time. Let the earth tell it. And when he asked him that, you could see it in his eyes. MJ was like, hell no. It almost looked like he traumatized, man, from all that fame, 14 years of hooping and things, man, when he mentioned that ball, man. Because, hey, at the end of the day, like we have constantly tried to tell our people, man, about this game plan, this folly, this mirth, man. Nobody's going to care about this guy, MJ, and what he did in the kingdom if it had nothing to do with serving Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. See, it was all fun and games when you're young, and I think I might title this epistle MJ superpowers getting neutralized or something like that. Ever since Kendrick came out with that song, it really had me thinking about, wow, it is kind of as if people at least dealing with our nation, acquire a certain level of power from the Lord, man, albeit used for folly. Look at Steph Curry and him shooting from outer space and stuff. It's like for a season or two, the Lord will give certain men like this miraculous type of physical ability, and then guess what? We're all subject to losing that, man. And it's hard for especially a puffed up prideful Israelite to let that go. I'm sure the brother's dealing with a lot, and I don't want to, Lord willing, man, I let it play. I don't want to get copyright, but I let it play some more, and then we'll talk about it, bring out some precepts. But the whole point when I saw it, because I recently was kind of talking about MJ through the spirit and celebrities of our nation, and just how I'm sick of their crap and how they're a bunch of prima donnas, especially the athletes, man. Come on, man. Even though they're maybe tough, physically, they are very pampered, and they do get a lot of special treatment from middle school on up. You know what I mean? And everybody knows it. Athletes get treated way better than everybody else.
Seriously, the last time you picked up a basketball and shot it?
I was at the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
And I rented a house from the owner.
Sure.
He came over to do pictures.
I mean, it's almost if it's like he's in pain talking about like picking up this damn basketball. Like, he doesn't really want to do it. It looks like he's traumatized, man. And this is MJ. And again, the reason why, because I've never met the brother, all right? But I've heard countless stories of individuals, coming up to Michael Jordan, and you have to think, man, hey, just a little bit of success causes us to be prideful. How much more Michael Jordan? He ain't nothing but a Israelite that ain't had nothing, just like everybody else. So when you go from not having nothing, being a simple country boy from the Carolinas, and then you become the most famous guy in the world at your craft. I mean, what do you think that did to MJ? MJ was, come on, man, when in his prime, one of the most arrogant people walking on the planet. Are you kidding me? There's countless stories of MJ. Get the hell out my face. Don't want to take a picture. He, like, you beneath him. You think, you know what I mean? And athletes are like that, period, man. Especially the so-called great athletes. They're very prideful, some more than others. But MJ, from what I hear, again, I can only take what these people said for face value, but I don't think they're lying through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemashad, and the spirit of discernment the Lord has blessed me with. I think they're telling the truth. MJ was an arrogant asshole. You know what I mean? Some of the celebrities are just like that. He was an arrogant asshole, man. Come on, this is MJ we talking about. You know what I mean? All these shoes, these billions of dollars that they made off of these shoes, this is the guy. He was puffed up, man, and you could see it. And the reason why, come on, man, he's aging. Them superpowers getting neutralized. You could see it in his eyes. Sure, MJ always had that red in his eyes, but you could tell, man. As men, any type of wisdom, we know every day that we progress on the earth is just another day closer to the grave, man. And you can see it in his spirit, man. That's why he started out talking about family, getting that time back, man. All right. And same thing we're a part of, man. We're making these sacrifices on a daily basis. And guess what? The Lord promised us. He promised us that we will get these things back. So we are, brothers have to be, some brothers, have to be without their families. Man, some brothers got their I ain't got mine. You know what I mean? I'm one of the brothers, I'm, what I mean, struggling, trying to see my children and things like that. Some brothers got families or helpmeets and things like that. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Whatever the Lord is chastening you with, hey, that's your lot. But the whole point being, them superpowers is getting neutralized, and the whole nation of Israel getting ready to go down, man. Every last one of these rich so-called celebrity CEO types, all of it, they all finna go down, and it's all praise to y'all by Shema Shah. Now, again, us being men of the Lord, hopefully, and we deal with mercy, all right, and seeing that the countenance on his brother, and because I was just firing MJ up, I ain't gonna lie, like through the spirit, like putting curses on everybody, you know what I mean? Anybody that I think ain't serving Yahweh Shema Shah to the best of their ability, and the Lord and gave them plenty, and have not known the Lord. Oh, I'm on it, but being balanced, right? We need mercy from Yahweh Shema Shah. Seeing the countenance on his brother is sad. I'm not saying, come on, man, this is what it is, and that's what happens. That's what's gonna happen with a lot of women. They do all this whore, look at me stuff, and then they get old and physically can't do the shit, so they try to front and act like they some old wise woman now. You done spent your entire life doing absolutely no good. Now you old, and just because you old and you can't physically move around like you used to, now you want to play like you righteous, now you want to play like this is what's important in life: love, family, your nation, right? Being there for one another, not chasing this filthy lucre. All right.
And grandkids.
No, I mean,
is that I was able to please that kid. That's the most nervous I've been in years.
here we go.
I already paid for the house. It's not like they got to see me. So when I stepped up to shoot the free throw, that's the most nervous I've been in years.
Stop it.
In years.
Stop it. Come on.
Because it's MJ, and that's how athletes are, man, or just prideful people. He don't want to be embarrassed. MJ don't want. He didn't even, and even him and his, I don't know how old the brother is, trying to take this free throw. It was just like him being in the finals again, man. You know what I mean? That's the level of pride MJ was at, man. And athletes like that, bro, they are really like that. They don't like to lose in nothing. They are overly competitive to the point. That's why I be so hard on this folly shit, because it's really a spirit behind that, man. I can't lose, I can't lose, I can't lose, I can't lose. Always competing, man. Come on, man. That's a spirit on these guys and these women that have that, man. I'm serious, man. Kobe was like that. You know what I mean? Kobe was like that.
And reason being is those kids heard the stories from the parents about what I did 30 years ago. Right. So their expectation is 30.
I mean, I'm serious, guys. Listen to him, man. He's like traumatized in the way that he said that 30 years ago. He knows that was a long effing time ago. He knows that it's over. He know he can't do that no more. He know that glory isn't there for him no more. Even though he know he's still like rich and famous and all that, he can't move like he used to, and he's sad about it. Them superpowers getting neutralized. This is why the Lord taught us that pride was not, created or made for man, because we're subject to fucking death. How could you be puffed up knowing that you're just gonna age, man, and get old and not be able to jump no more like you used to? Some more than others, if you take care of your body and things, you'll be able to, do this things like that in the future. But overall, you're not going to be able to have those superpowers forever, guys. That's why it's better to take the low. It's better to enter into that house of mourning, man. Thus saith Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Let's see. So we'll start in the book of Ecclesiasticus 11 and 21. Marvel not at the work of sinners, and I'm guilty of that, man. I be letting it get to me, because the Lord taught us, don't worry about how them wicked folks is gonna be punished. I'm paraphrasing, but worry about how the righteous is gonna be saved, man. We all should be thinking like that, because the Lord is going to deal with each and every last one of us accordingly. So again, marvel not at the work of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor. So, doing this work is what's important. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. How about that, man? This is something that I heard. Nah, I don't even want to get into it, but you see how look at what the scripture is saying, how easy it is for the Lord to make you rich, man. All right. And vice versa, how quick it is for the Lord to make a rich man poor. And guess what? Hey, that's getting ready to happen with everybody. And then they're gonna try to reset the system, with that MOTB and that universal income. It's looking like that's the plan. If they just put us into a financial crisis, man, and that'll be it, man. With the robots, and the AI, and this RFID, Wi-Fi technology, all that. This is it, man. The MOTB is right around the corner, man. People don't even want to work no more, so they're gonna greatly be with the program. We don't have to really work no more. All we have to do is follow y'all laws, statutes, and commandments, and spearhead it with this device. Oh, sure, they're gonna take it, man. They're gonna take that MOTB. All right. Verse 22, the blessing of the Lord is in the reward of the godly, and suddenly he maketh his blessing flourish. And what the scripture say, in the twinkling of an eye we shall be changed, man. All of a sudden, man, these raggedy men that the earth think, we some raggedy men or what have you, and in that second, man, in the twinkling of an eye, we're gonna be changed, and then great fear is gonna fall upon these people, and we're gonna have great glory bestowed upon us, man. They're gonna fear us, man. They're gonna be in awe on how we look, the power that we hold, that the Lord had given us for finishing the mission. All right. Verse 23, say not, what profit is there of my service? Yahweh's disciples turned apostles, asked the Lord that, with a sincere spirit, what are they going to get? What shall we receive for, making these sacrifices? All right. And the Lord did give him an answer, and I bring that out. What profit is there of my service, and what good thing shall I have hereafter? And we're all saying that through the Spirit, not maybe not verbatim, but by continuing to work. What should we get, Lord, for calling upon you when everyone mocked your name? What should we get, Lord, for forsaking, these things, forsaking time to go out on the highways and byways, enduring the elements, for the name of Yahweh, war Yahweh Shai and the nation of Israel, or the remnant thereof. What profit is there of my service, and what good things shall I have thereafter? Again, say not, I have enough and possess many things, and what evil shall I have hereafter? And that's the spirit our people in. They got plenty. Let them tell it. They got so much money that they spread it on all over their body. Look at Mayweather. Look at 50 Cent. All they have done is given us prosperity gospel, man. All right, that prosperity gospel. Hey, again, say not, I have enough, man. See, the people that come in that spirit, they're full. Their bellies are full. They don't need nothing. They don't need Yahweh Shema Shai. They don't have to ask for anything because they're not in need. Their bellies are full. Us, on the other hand, day in, day out, we crying out in that house of mourning, asking the Lord for things because we're in dire need, and we know where our resources come from. We know where our power come from. Our strength, all right, comes from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. In verse 25, in the day of prosperity, there is forgetfulness. How much more if you're the most prosperous Israelite of our nation, MJ? As far as like talent and fame and money go, all put together. You know what I mean? Stature. That's all this earth cares about. Is as long as you over 6'2", they won't even give you 6 feet. You got to be like 6'2", 6'3" and up, man. MJ plenty of that, man. You think he's not puffed up? You think every man of our nation that ain't serving y'all by Shema Shai that's 6'3" and up, man? You think they not a little bit puffed up, looking down on people all day? Come on, man. The Lord finna restore all these things, man. Gave all these goofies all this pot to White Howard. Come on, man. You saw what was revealed that he was involved in. Yeah, messing with Transformers, man. One of the biggest dudes of our nation, right? Mr. Shoulders out here himself, man. Big old guy. But you see the type of spirit that the Lord, put in these men. They're just weak ass spirits and big bodies. We're big, strong spirits and little beat down, battered bodies. And the Lord is gonna make a physical manifestation of that here pretty soon. You're gonna see our final form. That's been on my spirit a lot lately. That final form. We're trying to get to that final form. I like that. I like that phrase or whatever they be saying. My final form, man. I like that because we're gonna change, man. We're trying to get there, and we're going through these phases now, changing, coming out, putting off that old man, through the spirit and power of how about Shema Howard Shah, so we can get to that point. All right, but it starts with humility, man. And again, verse 25, in the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. So yeah, everybody that has gotten to that bad, whether you a motherfucking YouTuber or pranker, one of them prankers that's getting money and stuff, man, getting checks from YouTube, they forget the affliction of our captivity. They forget the affliction of their transgression. It's because they're prospering, man, right? And there's nothing wrong with prospering. You just have to have enough wisdom to be able to balance it out and continue to serve Yahweh Shema Howard Shai at a certain level. All right. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity. And that's what's getting ready to happen here pretty soon, man. In a blank of an eye, man. The Lord gonna take away all these things, man, that have our people distracted from reality. And they gonna forget about all that stunting and stuff. Eve gonna forget about all that twerking. Eve gonna forget about, all that BS she involved in. She gonna forget about the ground. And she gonna go back to what that spirit of Isaiah 4:1. Please, please, please take me. She got children. Please take me and my child. On her knees. Now I ain't talking freaky. I ain't talking freaky. I mean on her knees begging. This was all prophesied. Please, please. That's the spirit she gonna be coming in, man. I need you. I need you. We need food. We need help. Please, please. I'm sorry. I can hear it now. Please, please, please. I need you. No, I don't have nowhere to go. They gonna unalive me. They gonna unalive me. I just seen some people unalive. Help me, DJ, help me. And I'm a little nickname on the earth. I can hear